So I confess, I know Seamus quite well. I know of Dan, but I never met Dan. So it's very painful as a politician to follow him, obviously, but I'll try to do my best in terms of the process. One, you have a lovely wife. You do, really. How long have you been married? 39 years? 30, huh? 39 years? 39 years. What's your wife's first name? Nancy. There's a sister over there. We pray for you. God bless you. I was raised Episcopalian Baptist, so for a lot of you who are Catholic, anybody Catholic in this room? Yes, okay, so I'm Catholic light, I understand it. So my point is that when I came, and I speak from my heart. One, I lost my father about a month ago. Some of you may know him. His name is Hardy Williams. He loved this city, and he loved all parts of this city. And I miss him dearly. That's why I use his middle name. But I got to confess to you, when I came here tonight, I didn't get to serve. My father served in the Korea conflict. My grandfather served in World War II. And I missed it. I missed it because I went off to college when the Vietnam War was going on, and I wasn't one of those part of the draft. So all I experienced were the stories. And when I was a kid growing up, you know, Philadelphia was full of neighborhoods. And frankly, as we all know, those neighborhoods were somewhat limited in terms of your boundaries. And, you know, when I grew up, you didn't necessarily go into the Italian part or the Irish part, and then the Irish didn't go into the Polish part, and the Polish part didn't go into the Asian part. And since that time, things have evolved. And tonight, I want to tell you, I cannot believe how my heart is overpouring. And I'm going to tell you why. The first time I understood that Philadelphia has a certain kind of place in all of our hearts is when the Flyers won the championship in Philadelphia. There's two things that draw people together. It's entertainment and sports, regardless of your circumstances. Now understand, I want you to understand something. Some of you in here may have played hockey. I will confess to you, I didn't play hockey. Matter of fact, I thought anybody who played hockey was pretty stupid, to be very candid with you. I got football, but, you know, running into somebody at maybe 5 miles an hour is one thing. But to do that at 20 miles an hour and then do more games, that's pretty stupid to me. I'm just got to confess to you. But when the Flyers won, when I saw the parade, how many people remember that parade? There were people from every place in Philadelphia. It didn't matter if you were black or white, young or old or thin, like your wife, or happy like you and I, Daniel, right? But whoever you were, if you were Philadelphian, you gathered at that moment. I'm in my adult life, and I want you to understand something. We are here at a moment when this country is still at war. People are still falling. When 9/11 happened, as much as people talk about the condition of this country, when 9/11 happened, all the barriers of a neighborhood evaporated from anybody. Because I want to tell you, at that moment, that building, those two buildings which were full of people, had Jewish people, Asian people, black people, Polish people, Irish people, Italian people. One thing bound them together. They were all Americans, and we were under attack. At that moment, we knew we were one nation, under God, indivisible. Freedom comes with a price. Freedom comes with a price. And these young men and these not so young men, these heroes, these legends who brought us here tonight, sometimes we forget our history. And Danny, with all his wonderful nature, makes sure that we don't forget that history because he's led this wonderful chapter. God bless Danny for him leading us in that consideration of our history. You can give it up a little bit better for Danny, I think, can't you? Seamus McCafferty. He's a shy kind of guy. Seamus McCafferty reminds me of what this country is made of. Because I heard that story a long time ago. You know, when you first meet Seamus, you meet the personality, the broad shoulders, the erect stature, the humble nature. But what you don't know is that this little kid, someplace in him, somebody told him at some point in his life, son, you're not going to be much more than what you are right now. And he said in his mind, along with his parents, whatever life brings me, I'm going to give a lot back. And whatever doors I open, I'm going to run through them and grab the next opportunity. When he told you, I don't think anybody quite comprehended. He was a cop. By the way, his heart still is a cop. He was a cop who rose to the highest level of ethical consideration, judiciary supremacy in the state of Pennsylvania. That is not just a story. That is extraordinary by any measurement. So I am so grateful and appreciative that he is my friend. Let us applaud his success in this country. And to those mothers that were honored, gentlemen, you did a wonderful job. But to the mothers who this country have claimed, they're not words to express to you what it means to me to be here tonight. But I understand it's still new. And sometimes memories are not sufficient. So moments hopefully will replace that. When you look at the wings that those gentlemen gave you, hopefully you understand your sons did not die, not only in vain, but they did not die in solitude. They are part of a fraternity of service people, a legacy of greatness, and most importantly, forged in the freedoms and fights that we've carried on for generations to preserve what you raised them to believe in. That's a country that embraces all of us, that allows for Seamus to rise and Danny to protect his wife, and for me to be here tonight with you, trying to pursue the greatest office in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I want you to understand tonight, I am so proud to be with you both. So appreciative that I have this moment to thank you, to thank all of you. God bless you, and God bless this great country.